watching
Hefner Entertainment.
Period.
Okay, just play off. All right, what is going on, Entertainment? So Tim comes out with another recap. We talking Baddies E. So first we start off with T fighting Roelly. Y'all, we know how that was gonna end up though. We knew Roly Poly was gonna end up beating up T, so it really wasn't a shock once we saw the actual fight. I'm glad they didn't have the other camera footage because we would have just seen T just eating them punches like Lilo and Stitch was eating them damn sandwiches. Okay, because Mariah Lynn compared the fight to a triple decker sandwich, and all I could think of was Lilo and Stitch. So T was eating up them sandwiches like Stitch. Okay, she was eating them, but Roly was throwing them. You got to give it to Roly Poly Snap Meals. She does throw them blows. But now when it came to Big Biggie, okay, so Mariah said in her confessionals, T was fighting six girls because Roly counts as 3. Now Roly gonna hit you for that. Not gonna lie, Mariah, you kind of fake. But then again, I gotta remember these confessionals. You can tell were probably filmed after they fell out. Because if y'all don't know, spoiler alert, I think Mariah Lynn and Roly Poly Snack Meals Enterprises, aka Vegan Bites Incorporated, they fall out at the end of the season. So I feel like that confessional was filmed like that was one of her last confessionals, and they're airing it now, right? So after that happens, we see Natalie fake. But if I was T, I would have had to curse Natalie out. I'm sorry. I would have to curse Natalie out because you so fake. You sitting around, oh my God, T, calm down. Yeah, but like you ran up, you dropped your bag. And I'm like, this is why Natalie's fake to me, because you in the show made it seem like you don't know T like that. But when you did your Instagram live, you say you've been on PJs with T, you've hung out with T. So which one is it? Do you know her or do you not know her? Pick one. Because it's coming across a little fake, because it's like, you acting on this show as if this is some random girl. Like in her confession, she's like, who is this girl? Like, no wonder T went on her confessionals and was acting like she Snoop Dogg, talking about, yeah, and that's what's up. Yeah, they be talking all that stuff. Remember she did that when she was holding her dog? You would have thought, damn, T was Snoop Dogg. I'm like, where this gangster attitude came from? But T is gangster because she quit to drop the perks. Okay, so we get back to Roly Poly and friends, and she's still asking for the game card. She's like, where's my game card? I guess I'm telling you, them Chuck E. Cheese pizzas, that was going out of style. Okay, so she finally gets the game card. So what the game card is basically to get access to the games in the arcade. Okay, the race cars, the little games that they was playing, her and the other the Gross sisters, where they were playing that in that car. You had to get the game card in order to play those games. So that's why she was begging for the game card. Okay. So Tasiki says that she didn't consider any of the fights. And I'm like, yeah, because you fight like a brawling nigga. That's why you don't consider them fights. Of course you don't. You leave welts on people's foreheads. You and Rock. So I wouldn't think you would consider that a fight. I would think you would just consider that just a friendly fade. What just happened between all 3 of them. The way you and Rock be punching it and going at people. Of course you didn't, Tasiki. So the Gross sisters are all having fun. The rest of the cast is having fun. They have all fun in the arcade. And then we get some new baddies. Okay, we get Suki and Sapphire. We know who Suki is, but who the heck is Sapphire? Harper, who's this woman? Okay, so she walks in, and I'm just like, who's this? Apparently, that's Suki's bestie. Not anymore. I heard. Okay, so Suki does her intro, and T, hugs them. This is how I could tell T is not this bad person with this bad attitude that they trying to make it seem. Because think about it, if you just sick, you just got into like 3 fights, you wouldn't be wanting to meet no new people, and you sure as hell wouldn't be kind to them. Some people wouldn't, and she still was. She still was saying hi, still talking to them and stuff. Other people would have been like, oh, I don't care, I just want to go home. Hi, girl, bye. She didn't do that. So that shows me her character, okay? So Suki does her intro. Why did she sound like she was whispering? Suki was just like, I'm Suki with the good coochie, and we the coochie girls, and I'm here for all the hood bitches and the trill niggas. And yeah, that's who I am, Suki. And I'm like, why are you whispering? We can't hear you, okay? We need to put T's voice octave box in your voice octave box because we can't hear a word you really saying. Okay. I'm happy Suki's on this show because I done told y'all Love Hip Hop Miami is nothing but improv. Okay. Nothing but pure improv. I've been on the set. I've done background for them. It's nothing but pure improv up in there. So I'm not too mad that she's on this show because now we can see the real Suki. Because Baddies, of course, is still a little bit of setup. Okay, but it's not a lot of improv. And Love Hip Hop is nothing but improv, except for the real fights. So I'm happy we get to see Suki. Okay. We meet Sapphire, who she says she's studying to be a real estate agent, but she still be doing the ratchet stuff in the streets. And I'm like, thank God you studying to be a real estate agent, because now you could hook up Mr. Lemmy Pepper with better Airbnbs. Okay, now you're gonna have a real use to you, besides being a baddie. Okay, ain't that nice, right? She's really, really pretty, by the way, and she also says that she's known as being Suki's best friend, which I'm like, ooh, she probably watching that show cringing, like, ooh, that didn't last too long. Mariah calls Sapphire like a tag along, and you could kind of tell her like foreshadowing her getting into it with Mariah Lynn. And Tasiki says that her and Suki go back forever. So I'm like, do you guys go back because y'all do music and stuff together, or y'all used to like run the streets and stuff together? Like, I want to know how far y'all go back and how, like, was Tasiki doing music back in the way days? And that's how they kind of ran the same circles. So I want a more clarification on that. So the girls are having fun. Natalie wins the game. She's like, yay, man, winner, Wagyu steak dinner. Yeah. Okay, the girls are all having fun. And guess who shows up? Smiley shows up after having a miscarriage. The reason why I use air quotes is I don't believe her. I'm sorry. Like, I know people handle things differently, but it's like, if this happened to another baddie, they would have went home. I'm sorry. And I don't know if it's fake. Why would you want that to be your storyline? Because it's like, that's such a like tragic thing. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, women know their bodies. Of course, accidents happen and things may happen, but like, women know their bodies. I just feel like if it is true, I look, you feel like she knew allegedly, and she still did the show because she felt like this was her only chance. I'm sorry. Like, I'm calling how it is. I'm sorry. Hate me all y'all want. I'm gonna say it because I know y'all won't. Okay. DJ Scott also popped up. Okay, she took a break from her Kung Fu Panda moves and DJing, and she decided she wanted to have a little fun too. So Anna Mac was caught off guard. She's just looking just to see if DJ Scott's going to try one of those Kung Fu Panda tricks on her. So she's sizing. She's trying to see. Okay, Smiley, she stayed home after, because so they all have fun and the scene kind of ends there. Smiley ends up staying home because that same night they end up going to the club because of the miscarriage or whatever. And also Tasiki stayed home with her too. It's really because them BBLs is whooping y'all ass. Them BBLs is eight, nigga. The BBL is 8, and nigga, that's what's eating y'all up. If we really want to keep it a back. It's eating y'all up. That's it wasn't always carrot girl. You had that BBL. That's keyword for BBL. I'm sorry. Cause now, if it is true, I do think that it should have been addressed a lot appropriately, and I hope that Zeus did their research and really not let this girl come on this platform and lie about something that's completely not true, because that would really be sick. I will say that. Okay. So they go to this club named The Seventh Element, and Suki performs. She does her eating his ass. Yeah, I'm eating his ass. He wanna switch something, suck the it. Okay. ET says she don't eat booty. I'm like, I know y'all don't in the South Central. Okay, that's what the trannies do. That's what the T girls are for in the South Central. They be eating the niggas booty because y'all girls don't. Okay. Mariah does her Once Upon a Time I Was a Hoe, and I'm admitting it. And Roelly does her song, and we have Animac doing her song. Y'all need to check Animac music, okay? And I'm not saying that because I like her on the show. Her music is actually really good. I know it's not the most club music out there, but she could actually carry a tune. So I will say that her music is actually bopping. All right. Suki shaking her big WK. She beat. And then we have some guy. I don't know if they gave that guy the ones. They're like, throw the ones on Natalie so she can look like a badder bitch. Or Natalie told the guy themselves, throw it at me, okay? Like just me, okay? Right at the chin. So the guy's throwing the ones that are throwing the ones that are. Sapphire says in her confessionals that the money was going up and Natalie's chin was going down. I said, oh, that's a wrap on Sapphire. Bitch, you're not coming back next season. Rule number one of being a baddie: never make fun of Natalie's chin. That's for us to do, not you. So Sapphire, this is gonna be her one and done season. We're not gonna see her back because Natalie's gonna take a note and be like, "Oh yeah, noted that, bitch. Not coming back next season." Yeah, you're not. I'm sorry. When she said that, I cracked up. But you know Nat not gonna like that. Okay, I'm just saying that's for us to do. So Sky, Animax, Smiley, and Tasika Camila catch up in the kitchen. And they started talking about everything. They started talking about Smiley and its alleged miscarriage. Smiley comes in, and like I said, I really feel like it's the BBL. It's the plague of the baddies. Okay, the plague of the baddies is the BBL. I'm just saying, the plague is the BBL. That's the plague of the baddies. So, they're all happy about the night before. They start laughing or whatever, and they all conveniently walk out the kitchen. Those type of scenes, stop them recapping scenes, please. Stop them recapping scenes. I seen a comment that made a lot of sense. It was like, y'all could have talked about T's cult background or show a little background of it. BGC used to always do like flashback moments to get to know the girls better. I'm like, that sounds about right. That sounds about something that they should have did that they didn't do. So yeah, they should have did something like that. Not gonna lie. Whoever commented that, that's correct. The girls conveniently just end up in the living room. Okay, they just conveniently magically pop up in the living room. Even though Lemmy Pepper and Natalie said, "Hey, it's time to have a house meeting in the living room." So they all end up in the living room. They all start talking about T and what's wrong with T. What's wrong with T? Right, Scotty. Your salamander looking ass tried to rewrite history as if we don't remember. Talking about, she's taking her bag off of everybody, trying to make it seem like T attacked her first. No, Bookie Bat. You got orders from Miss Nat Nat and you attacked her first. After that whole yelling situation where you really should have slapped her for yelling at you like that. So I'm happy Sky called her out. She was like, no. She put her purse down on Roelly and ET. She didn't put her purse down on you. And then and then that's what Scotty kind of, yeah. Like we just forgot what happened. Thank you, Sky. Okay. Roelly said she could sit with T and be cool with her. And I'm like, yeah, you could do that because you have no issue with her. That girl did not do nothing to you. What I think happened was they didn't like the favoritism she was getting because I think she probably I remember all the girls' lives throughout the week. If y'all watched them on my channel, they said that basically she didn't stay at the house. Like she, I guess always got her own Airbnb after a while or whatever. So I guess I feel like they felt away about that because they're like, oh, who's this bitch? Like, who does she think she is? But it's like, too bad, so sad. Y'all should have been doing that, to be honest. Y'all been on Zeus for about 2-3 seasons. So how y'all gonna be mad at her for that? Be mad at Zeus. Be mad at Lemmy Pepper. Okay? Roelly says, like I said, she could make peace with her. I don't think T gonna be too happy or too keen with that, especially all the stuff she's been saying online. I don't think they ever gonna be friends ever. Okay, so we get to the introduction of Big Biggie, Big Dominicana. So yes, Biggie, my girl Begs. Biggie does her introduction, okay? And my bitch Biggie, she's a creative, okay? Because she used the Baddies logo of fabric. You see the little fur, and she made a top out of it. That bitch made a top out of the fabric logo. She had the little frilly fur from the logo, and she used it. Okay, Lemmy Pepper told her, be creative, bitch. And she did. Okay, I'm happy Big Biggie is here because she, to me, has good energy, good party energy that's needed for this season. So I'm happy that she's here. And we're on the East Coast. It's only right. Okay, so she's like, I'm back, you feel me? They couldn't do the East Coast without Big Biggie. So like, you feel me? All these bitches, they go ahead and step back. But they call me, I say, I pick up and I come back. So you feel me? I'm here to my big one, and that's just that on that. Okay, so she comes in. Roelly's explanation about Biggie, because before she comes in, we get a confessional. She says that Biggie, she has an issue with her because she kept acting as if she didn't know what she was talking about, and she was bullying Stunner Girl. First of all, Stunner Girl don't even like you. Stunner Girl don't even like Biggie. Stunner Girl don't like none of y'all big bitches. So like, I'm confused as to why you even bringing up Stunner about nothing. Because if she's seen the both of y'all, she want to fight both of y'all. I'm confused. No, Roelly, you're jealous that I really feel like Roelly does not like Biggie because she's a big girl that's confident in herself. And Roelly resents that. That's what it gives to me. It's another big girl who's confident in herself, has stuff going for herself. She's not just some bum. Okay, she's a promoter. Okay, so she pack out clubs, nigga. Like she actually has motion. And Roelly, I feel like is intimidated by that. But it's like you can't go around life acting like that because there's always going to be somebody better than you. So it's always going to be better than you, younger than you, flyer than you, okay, works harder than you. I'm just saying, like, this happened to be a lot. Like, the girls be threatened. I'm telling you. That's why I really think Roelly don't like her. Plus, I think she found her a little bit annoying because I blame a little bit of it on Biggie, too. You was too thirsty to be her friend. All up on her and stuff like that, trying to smoke her roaches after she done blew out all the blood. And then you trying to get a little bit of the roach. And then you realize you saw her breast and you're like, ooh, like that's what happened. You too friendly. That's why you can't be too friendly to bitches. And then they gonna think you trying to be their cookie crumb girlfriend all on your buttocks. That was the issue that Biggie did. That was her mistake. Okay? You was too ha kiki. These girls not your friends. That bitch not your friend. That's the issue. Okay? So Biggie comes in. She doesn't wait a moment. She's like, hi, queens. Hi, kings. Hi, others. Let's get it popping, baby. And then she drops her bag and then she boop, boop, boop. Let me tell y'all something. Biggie run both rounds. Argue with your mama. Argue with your daddy. Okay? Argue with your Dominicana. I do not care. Biggie won. Biggie won both. Why you think Roelly wanted that last round? Because she knew she did her end. Biggie was throwing she boop, big Dominicana. She was going in. Roelly Poly didn't know what to do. Roelly Poly was grabbing. She was pulling like she was playing jump rope. Okay? Because guess what? Biggie was throwing him. What you talking about? Come on, Biggie. Y'all ain't think Biggie was gonna eat, did you? Biggie was eating them hoes. Eating his ass, okay? She was eating you up, Roelly Poly, all right? So she was pulling her, especially that second round. Roelly Poly was pulling Biggie because she couldn't really do nothing much else. Biggie had no scratch on face, no nothing. Okay? So they put him apart, and Biggie's just like, why do you have a problem with me, nigga? Like, no scratch on my face, nigga. Like, why do you have a problem with me, nigga? What's up? What's up? Why you like me, nigga? So Roelly can't do nothing but imitate her back. That's how you know you ain't got no argument. Because why don't you like her? Why? Besides the Stunner Girl thing, why? Like, you literally have no reason. You was annoyed by her because she was trying too hard to be your friend. Just be honest. You was annoyed by her because she was trying to be too much of your friend, and you got annoyed by that. The Stunner Girl thing irritated you, and then you low-key jealous of her because you see that she's low-key popping. She got stuff going for herself. As much as I want to make fun of Biggie, she, to me, I respect her because she's a hustler. Like, you could tell without Zeus, she'll be straight. A lot of these girls that's on this baddie stuff, without Zeus, they'll be fucked. I feel like without Zeus, Roelly will be struggling a little bit. Sorry. Without Zeus, Scotty, who's Scotty? I'm sorry. Y'all gonna have to wake up, and watch it. Okay? So she's just like, Biggie says, so like, why don't you like me? And then Roelly's like, why don't you like me? And then Biggie's just like, so like, you just gonna imitate you childish. And then Roelly's like, you childish too. So they just going back and forth with the impersonation, trying to steal my gig. Okay, they're going back and forth. Roelly had no comeback. So she like, come here. Roelly's like, come here. And Biggie's like, no, fuérate, no. Fuérate. You're not a boss. You can't find me. No, run up. Cállate boca. Cállate boca. Come here. Fuera, fuera. Fuera. Okay, so she's speaking Spanish there. You know, Animax said she understood her, but you know, the rest of the cast couldn't. I understood her because I know a little bit Spanish. You have to live in Miami. So Biggie ain't know what to say back because Roelly wasn't saying nothing of value. And to me, she wanted her to run up because I felt like Roelly and her mind knew that she lost those couple of rounds. And she was saying, oh, you ain't running up because you scared. How is she scared when she ran up on you twice? Why? Like, what's the point of keep on fighting somebody? Especially if you didn't lose like that. Man, Roelly, you took another L on this episode. This season is full of L's for you, girl. Okay? Let me know what y'all think down below about this episode, y'all. Y'all team Big Biggie or team Roelly Poly Snap Meals Enterprises Vegan Bites Incorporated. Okay? Leave your comments down below and we're out, babies.
No personal thing.